Hey, Prophetessa here. Okay, so I'm in my car, people. I am sitting here at the Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs here in Atlanta. And this is where I come monthly to sit amongst other CEOs, and we come together and we help solve each other's problems in our businesses, and we just learn from each other. And of course, we have a coach who, is making 8 figures, who's helping us out. So this is where I come each month because I'm always in the space of learning. So I'm sitting here, and I'm like, okay, I need to jump on this 10 o'clock because I made a commitment to myself, and I made a commitment to y'all to come on and talk about some of the chapters in the Star Saving Profits experience. So that is what I'm here to do. So today we're talking about pricing for profit. Now, Tuesday I talked about CEO mindset, shifting from hustle to CEO. Yesterday I talked about how having too many offers causes profit leaks, right? So today is one of my favorite topics. I'm talking about pricing for profit. I work with a lot of Hi, Joy. Thanks for watching. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and the number one thing that I see when I look at their financials, I can tell immediately that they're not charging enough for their services. So if you've ever struggled with what to charge or felt nervous about quoting your prices, this session's for you. So why undercharging keeps you stuck? Okay, so the reality is we start our businesses, right, to make money. We want to see profitability. Even if you're in the service of social services, you come into the business to help people, you're a nonprofit. Or even if your business is just, at the end of the day, you have to have the money coming in to sustain the business to keep helping the people. So at the end of the day, our focus is profitability, okay? So here's the reality. When you undercharge, in most cases, you work harder for less, right? The clients you attract, they don't value you because what you're teaching them is that it's okay to discount my price. I don't need the money, right? I'm okay with just reducing my price to help you, and that's what you teach them. And then you have no margin. You have nothing left after you provide this service because you've taken a loss already to pay yourself, to hire people, or reinvest in the business. So it's just this crazy cycle. I just consider it the profitability killer, okay? And at the heart of it, I'm always talking about the root of things. The heart of why we don't, and I put myself in it too because I do it from time to time. The reason why we don't charge what we know we should charge is fear. It's fear of losing the client, fear of rejection, fear of looking like you're overcharging, right? And at the end of the day, fear has no business in our pricing strategy. It's about standing on business, okay? So the number one thing that most entrepreneurs don't know is what their cost is to provide that service, that cost to make that T-shirt. You have to pay for the T-shirt. You have to pay for the printing before you can even provide it to the client, right? So that is a cost to you. Then outside of that, you still have your overhead costs, your rent for the space that you lease, the telephone service, if anyone helps you, insurance. You still have all those costs to cover. So you have to consider all that in what you charge people. And I'm simplifying it today, but there is a calculation for it. So once you know your cost, your direct cost to provide the service, your indirect cost to cover your operational expenses, you still have to add in margin. Margin is the profitability you want to see over and above your cost. So at minimum, in the industry, we say 30%. But if you're in the furniture industry, it could be 150%. If you're in the jewelry industry, it could easily be 200%. So it really depends on your industry and what you want that profitability to be. But I'm going to stay at 30% just to keep it. So say, for instance, I make T-shirts. My direct cost for the T-shirt and the printing before I can even sell it is $15. If I look at my per item cost, which this is a calculation, but I'm being really high level at this point, but it's $25 per T-shirt for my other costs. So I need to charge at least $40 just to break even, right? Then if I want a 30% markup, I need to add $12 onto that, right? Because that's my profitability. So I need to sell that T-shirt for $52. Now this is cotton blend, this is Egyptian, it's all that. It's a bougie T-shirt. So I need to sell it for at least $52. If I don't, I'm immediately taking a loss. So this is what you need to understand about your costs for your products, and you can also do this for services as well. And at the end of the day, hold firm. Once you know what that cost is, hold firm to the value because it's going to transform your business. What I've learned is that even in the service industry, in the product industry, clients don't pay for your time. They pay for transformation. They pay for the service you provide, the results you promise. They pay for the product. I love a good T-shirt to throw on with some jeans, just as an example. So whatever your product is, if it's health and wellness, or, I work with so many people that do so many different things, but whatever it is, what you're giving to the client is the end result. and that's what you base the value on, and that's what you base your price on, right? And I know it's a transition to think like that, but once you do it the first time and you see that they'll pay for it, what I always say is Beyonce taught us one thing. If we want it, we will pay for it. Them ticket prices, come on, y'all. So charge what you need to charge. So at the end of the day, the question becomes, if you knew they would pay for it, if you knew the client would pay for it, what is the price you would charge for your high ticket offer? All right? That's what I want you to think about today. So those are my nuggets for today. I know it's not an easy transition, but like I said, I had to go through it. I work with other people to go through it. And once you do it, and once you see the client pay for it, and once you see the benefit it has to your business, you'll keep doing it. So that's my chat for today. I will see you all on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm talking about systems and legacy moves, right? And the ultimate goal of why we do what we do. So tune in tomorrow, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.